Hey everybody, it's Nico, and welcome to Across the Airwaves. This is News with Nico. We got a great show for you today. On today's episode, I will be discussing Fox Extending Alcatraz while sitting house on the sidelines. Kevin Bacon will be starring in a new Fox serial killer pilot. NBC practically canceling The Firm and replacing it with a new awesome show. Back to the Future is headed to Broadway. And finally, Fox's new Tuesday night comedy block. I also plug our friends over at Legendary Women Inc. and their fundraiser going on now. Just a reminder, check out our weekly long-form podcast entitled Across the Airwaves, available on iTunes, or visit us at acrosstheairwaves.com. Join the conversation on Twitter, Facebook, or email on your screen now, or if you want your pretty face on this show, leave a video response. Enough with the plugs. Let's start things off today with our first news article. Alcatraz has been extended while House is taking a break. Fox has decided to extend the run of its freshman J.J. Abrams series, Alcatraz. No, they're not adding more episodes. They're simply getting rid of some of the 2-episode Mondays they had planned for the series. Alcatraz was going to wrap its 13-episode run on March 12th, using 2-hour double-episode blocks to cram as much Alcatraz into the schedule as humanly possible. But now, Alcatraz will only air one of those 2-episode blocks and then return to single weekly episodes through March 26th. House, however, will be sitting out the entire month of March, taking a small break so that both Alcatraz and Touch, Kiefer Sutherland's new show, which officially debuts on March 19th, will have a chance to air back-to-back to see if these two new shows can carry Fox's Monday night. Obviously, Fox has made no renewal decisions yet on any of these 4 Monday night shows, but when they do, it should mean doom for at least 2 of them. My opinion, Terra Nova is a done deal. Cancelled. Will House follow suit? Moving on, Kevin Bacon to star in Fox's serial killer pilot. Back in September, we reported that Kevin Williamson, the creator of the Scream franchise and the abomination that is The Vampire Diaries, had sold a new project to Fox about a diabolical serial killer who uses technology to create a cult of serial killers. You know, like a Facebook group. Apparently, Kevin Bacon is going to star in this untitled pilot as the retired FBI profiler who's caught in the middle of this killer's nefarious schemes. While I think it would have been infinitely better to cast Bacon as the serial killer, this still should make for an interesting series. And if this show gets picked up, it will be Bacon's first time starring in a TV series, if you can believe that. And he has signed a contract that, if picked up, will lock him into 15 episodes, not the usual 22, which will allow him to still act in every single movie ever made. Next up, NBC practically cancels The Firm, schedules Awake to replace it. The Peacock made some big moves today, essentially canceling legal thriller The Firm. The Firm will be moved to Saturday nights at 9 p.m. starting February 11th, which is NBC's way of saying, you suck. With that move, it opens up the Thursday 10 p.m. slot, and filling that vacancy will be the show Awake. A new drama from the Lone Star creator Kyle Killen will be starting March 1st. Until then, NBC will air repeats of Grimm after Up All Night. This new show, Awake, looks amazing and stars Draco Malfoy's dad, Jason Isaacs, who I remember as Colonel William Tabington from The Patriot, but that's because I'm old. Isaacs will play a police detective living 2 alternate parallel lives, one with his wife and one with his son, after a car accident takes the life of one of his family members.
I gotta go.
And this has been happening since the accident?
Yeah.
What's the purpose of the rubber band?
Just helping me keep things straight.
Green is Rex's favorite color, and I wear it
red one when I'm with Hannah.
We come up with all sorts of ways to get through the loss of a loved one. But your mind, it simply created an entire reality where your wife survived in one and your son in the other. But you have different cases in each.
There's a camera on that building. Go see if it caught anything useful.
Different partners in each.
Kidnapping takes the girl to Waverly parking lot by the docks.
Meaning you can't tell whether you're awake or asleep at this very moment.
I'm awake with my wife, and I close my eyes, I open them, I'm awake with my son.
Is one of the realities merely a dream? Each week, Isaacs will spend his time in one of the realities, while occasionally crossing over to the other. Like I said, this show looks amazing, and I will be quickly adding it to my weekly Thursday night viewing schedule. For a complete 4-minute preview of the show, check out the link in the description below. It looks awesome. Just check it out. I think you'll agree. Moving on. Back to the Future is headed to Broadway. It appears that Back to the Future will be the latest popular film franchise to get adapted to the Broadway stage. Original director Robert Zemeckis, along with co-writer Bob Gale and composer Alan Silvestri, are looking to bring the time-bending, clock tower overlooking town of Hill Valley to reality for live audiences who want to experience the power of
21 gigawatts!
in person. You know, I'm not sure how I feel about this. Don't get me wrong, I love the Back to the Future trilogy and would love to see a continuation of this story, but can it ever live up to the memories I have from my childhood? Can we really see anyone but Michael J. Fox as Marty or Christopher Lloyd as Doc Brown? I have a feeling most of the fanboys will be against this and say,
"Hey you, get your damn hands off."
Our series. In our final news story of the day, forget animation domination. Fox is trying out a 4-show live-action comedy block on Tuesdays beginning March 6th. The night will start with Raising Hope in a new time slot at 8 p.m., then throw to I Hate My Teenage Daughter in its return, New Girl in its normal 9 p.m. slot, and then conclude with the Back from the Dead Breaking In at 9:30. Now some of you out there might be saying, but what about Glee? And to that I respond, who gives a fuck, it's Glee. No, the High School Musical will go on its regular hiatus after February 21st and return on April 10th. This sounds like a great lineup, except for the terrible and almost surely going to be cancelled I Hate My Teenage Daughter. Seriously, Fox, what the hell? New Girl is Fox's breakout comedy of this year, and I loved Zooey Deschanel. But what I am really looking forward to is the return from the dead of one of my favorite shows from last spring, Breaking In. This show is my new Chuck, and if you did not see Season 1, get on Netflix now and watch it before the return. Finally, help our friends over at Legendary Women Inc. with their annual fundraiser for the Christopher and Dana Reeve Foundation going on now through February 12th, 2012. Here's a quick promo from the women at Legendary Women Inc. and Sweet, the Clark and Lana Forum.
The Christopher and Dana Reeve Foundation has long been a charity of interest for Smallville fans. In the past, the Sweet Forum and Legendary Women have hosted separate charity drives. Now we are joining forces to raise money in honor of Lana Lang and Chloe Sullivan, taking donations and selling raffle tickets for rare items relating to Allison Mack, Kristen Crook, and the characters they play. For more information on how to donate or enter the raffle, ending February 12th, please see www.legendarywomen.org. Help Sweet and Legendary Women support the Reeve Foundation. Go forward and donate today. Thank you.
Thanks everybody for watching. Leave us a comment down below, subscribe up above, and don't forget to clickety-clack that like button. And that's the news with Nico for this week.
We now return to our regularly scheduled program.
Who's a good girl?